Okay, good afternoon, everyone. This is Mayor Ed Markunas. This public teleconference meeting is being held pursuant to Executive Order 202.1, issued by Governor Andrew Cuomo on March 12, 2020, which continues any suspension or modifications of law made by Executive Order 202 for 30 days until April 11th, 2020. Executive Order 202 declares a state of emergency for the entire state of New York due to the outbreak of the COVID-19 virus. Executive Order 202.1 provides, among other things, for the suspension of Article 7 of the Public Offices Law to the extent necessary to permit any public body to meet and take such actions authorized by the law without permitting in-public, in-person access to meetings and authorizing such meetings to be held remotely by conference call or similar service, provided that the public has the ability to view or listen to such proceedings and that such meetings are recorded and later transcribed. The public notice of this meeting included instructions as to how the public could view and or listen to the meeting, and the recording and transcription of this meeting will be made available on the Village of Suffern website. I ask the village clerk, Amy Paffenroth, to call the roll.
Good afternoon, this is Amy Paffenroth. Please say present when your name is called. Trustee Alpert?
Present.
Trustee Girard?
Present.
Trustee
Can you hear
Barone?
me?
Yeah.
Present.
Trustee Meegan-Corrigan?
Present.
Mayor Markunas?
Present.
Also presented on this teleconference are Village Treasurer Mike Genito, and I ask, is Assistant Village Attorney Robert Magrino present? No.
We have two items on the agenda: the presentation of the 2020-2021 tentative budget from the village clerk to the village board, and amending Resolution 67 of 2020, setting a date and time for a public hearing on the 2020-2021 tentative budget. Earlier today, in accordance with Section 5-504 of Village Law, I transmitted the 2020-2021 tentative budget to the village clerk with copies to the village board. Following this meeting, copies of that tentative budget will also be available on the village website. The village clerk will now present the tentative budget to the village board in accordance with Section 5-508, Sub 1 of the village law.
Amy Paffenroth speaking. I hereby officially present the 2021 tentative budget to the village board and will publish the tentative budget on the village website. The public may review the tentative budget and offer any questions or comments by email to budget@suffernny.gov. Those comments or questions will be distributed to the mayor and board of trustees. During the state of emergency, we will notice and hold budget workshops and a public hearing on the tentative budget via teleconference. We will consider the comments and questions received by the public via email, letter, and/or fax to serve as a replacement for the in-person public participation in the budget process.
Do I have a motion and the second to amend Resolution 67 of 2020 to change the in-public, in-person public hearing with a teleconference public hearing to consider the 2020-2021 tentative budget on April 6, 2020 at 7:15 p.m.
Trustee Barone
Motion.
makes a motion.
Trustee Barone, motion. Do I have a second?
Joe Meegan-Corrigan, second.
Joe Meegan-Corrigan, second. Any discussion? Hearing no discussion, all in favor, say aye.
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 Or any opposed? Any opposed? Motion carried. Having no further business, I will entertain a motion to close this meeting.
Joe
Do I have a
Meegan-Corrigan,
Makes a
motion.
motion.
Joe Meegan-Corrigan, do I have a second?
Second. Second.
I'm sorry, you have to just say who it is.
Trustee Barone, second.
Trustee Barone, thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Aye. Any opposed? This officially closes our meeting. On behalf of myself and the entire village board, we ask everyone to stay safe and healthy. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye. Bye.